OCLC has a new WorldShare platform for interlibrary loan. This replaced First Search as of May 2014, and it works differently. This tutorial goes through the steps to request an item by interlibrary loan. Each library is assigned its own WorldShare website, and once you have entered the login and the password, the ILL homepage opens up. In addition to the interlibrary loan home, along the left rail, you can see the following links: Discover items, borrowing requests, lending requests, purchasing requests, and a print queue. When you have a patron that would like to borrow an item from another library, go to the link that says Discover Items. You have two options here: All WorldCat and My Library Holdings. But My Library Holdings is something you could just as easily search through your ILS. So opt for All WorldCat. You also have 6 options by which to search the item that you would like. You can either enter title, author, ISBN, OCLC number. In the case of a journal, you could enter an ISSN number, or you can use a keyword search. You also have the option of using the advanced search to help you locate the item. Here you can search by format, by language, the source of cataloging, the language of cataloging, and the year the item was published, in addition to the title and author searches. So here I'm searching for the item, The Secret Museum, and I want the author Molly Oldfield, since there's more than one book with the title The Secret Museum. And here you can see the results of my search. When you look at all holdings, the higher the number, the more libraries that own that book. You always want to gravitate to the record that has the largest number of holdings, and say regional holdings. Once you have the screen of regional holdings, there is a lot of information here that you can use to optimize your loan. Clicking on the I button will help you to view the loaning policies of the library that you are considering borrowing the book from. It gives you their profile. It tells you what items they have that are non-circulating. It gives you their copy and loan policy, their schedule, and the contact in case you need to follow up. It also gives you a link directly to the online catalog of that library, which if you click on, it will open up in a separate tab. It tells you if they are a supplier, the number of days they will take to respond to you, the cost that they will charge you, and the IFM. IFM is a fee management service that is provided through OCLC, where you can pay for loans with vouchers that you purchase from OCLC. But for our purposes, we are looking for libraries that will loan us copies, which in some cases can be chapters of non-circulating books, or loans, which is entire books usually, at no charge. Clicking on the word Yes under Supplier will add each library to your lender string. So here we are adding 1, 2, 3, 4. We will skip Kansas City public library because they will take twice as long as any of the other libraries to respond to our request. So for now, we will skip them. However, if we were truly desperate, we could add them to our lender string as well. Here you see that while the University of Nebraska will send you copies for up to a $10 cost, their loans are free. So you could choose them if you want. So here we have our lender string. Once we have it, we can click on Create Request. And automatically, the form will populate with all of the information about the book you would like to request, your lender string with more details, so that if you have made any mistakes in your selection on the previous screen, you can amend it here by removing that 3-letter abbreviation for that particular lender. It also populates with your library's shipping and billing information and gives you the opportunity to fill in your patron's request information here. This way, once the book arrives, you do not have to refer back to anything to contact the patron to let them know the book is here. This completes the request, and now all you have to do is send it. If, however, the patron made the request now and told you that they needed the book only a month or 2 months into the future, you could always save the request for review and go back to it later and submit it. But for now, we will click on Send Request, and there you see it. That 9-digit number is now your reference ID for this particular request, for this book, for this specific patron. In the future, you can track the status of this request using this number. If you go to Borrowing Requests, you can see that the items that have been produced are 4 in number and that you are awaiting a response on 2 of them. Clicking on them, you can see that there are 2 requests here for the same item. They could possibly be for different patrons, or it could be that you mistakenly repeated your work. In either case, I'm going to delete one of these requests because I realize I made a mistake. I just click on Cancel Request and it's gone. And here is my request that I just submitted that is awaiting a response. If this item had been approved by the loaning library, they would change its status to in transit. This item, for example, has been shipped by the library, and once I receive it, I will mark it as received. It will give me a due date so that I will know when to return it to them. Once the item arrives and you mark it as received, you can create the necessary paperwork at your end to circulate it. A transaction is not complete till the loaning library receives the item and checks it in. Journal articles can also be requested by a similar procedure, and the articles can be delivered electronically through WorldShare. At the end of this tutorial, there will be a link that shows you all the other functions that WorldShare can perform to streamline your ILL process. Thank you.